Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble. I'm your astrologer and your tarot card reader, and I'm here with your readings for the week of February the 11th through February the 18th. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you enjoy these readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you don't find anything, maybe at the end of the week you will, because some people always call me back and contact me and say, oh my God, you were so right. So I hope that you return. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. And I want to thank you for all the likes, shares, comments and new subscriptions. Let me put my flower in this. Can I get the flower in this? It's so pretty. Let's see. Can it get in? My lovely flower. My friend bought this for me. Oh, that's what I'd like to get. There you go. Now, listen, I have a new contest, guys, next week. If you have, this is how you enter this competition. So the most viewed video, I'm sorry for all the noise, I've got my window open because it's a lovely day out here in New York City. It's for the most viewed video, right, with the most shares and the most comments. So, and you must be a subscriber. So if the most viewed video, I will put all the names of the people that commented on that video and shared, and they'll go into a bag. And they will win a full personal reading with me, which is about an hour to an hour and a half, one-on-one. And so that will be drawn in a live feed on Tuesday. Let me see, when did I say I was going to do it? Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unfortunately, you have to be, you have to attend the live stream, excuse me, the live stream in order to win. So if you're not there, then I'll pull another name out of the hat or the bag. Now, I'm also doing a runner-up. So the second most viewed video with the most shares and the most comments, or the second most, all those names will go into a separate bag. And I'll pull those on the live stream, and they will win a parlor reading, which is about 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes half an hour. Okay, so great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading for February the 11th through February the 17th. And you were the third most watched video. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And let's see if we can bring it up so you can win. There's two chances to win for next week for the competition. The runner-up video and the winning video. The most viewed, commented, shared, and subscribed to. Doesn't have to have the most subscriptions, but you do have to be a subscriber. This is for your sun, moon and rising, guys. All the links to the other videos will be below in the show more section. Now, also this is a general reading, guys. If you would like a personal reading, click on this video, on this link right here, on this video, on this link. Okay, Libra, your horoscope. I'll shuffle these cards while I've already blessed them. Mars conjunct Uranus on Wednesday. Of course, this is leading up to it and moving away from it. This is happening in your house of relationships. So you'll enjoy a good debate, darling, on the energy changes. Really incredibly, it's a real big shift in energy. Now, Mars in Taurus is more grounded, and it's also kind of moves at a slower pace. Taurus slows Mars down. So there isn't that kind of urgency that there was in while Mars was in Aries. Now, this is a wonderful time to kind of finish any projects that you started, because, you know, the energy in Aries, when Mars is in Aries, it's like get stuff done, start stuff, you know, there's an urgency there. And the wonderful thing is that when Mars is in Aries, it teaches us patience. And what else? I'm looking over here because your horoscope's over here. So yeah, so you can actually complete things that you had started, and it'll give you the determination and the stamina to do so. Okay, now these are clarifying cards for Libra. I've already shuffled them like this, but I'll do it one more time. Now, on Sunday, we've got Venus in a beautiful relationship to Neptune, right? This is for Libra for February the 11th through February the 17th. These are clarifying cards for Libra. Okay, let's clarify this card. I thought that was it. Okay, so Venus, darling, is your ruling planet. And it's in a beautiful, it's collaborating with Neptune, generating this beautiful energy at home and kind of your health. So Venus rules the body, right? And it's in your house of health at the moment. So you're probably really feeling the focus that you really want to get, that you want to get healthy. And it's time to focus on your health during this time. Perhaps you're really considering starting an exercise program or health regimen all around, you know, like perhaps doing a cleanse or something like that. You know, eating healthy. But this is a beautiful time to do that. And you will kind of have the stamina to see it through. So it is a good time to start that. Now, let's go to your cards. That was your horoscope. Now, the first card out for you, Libra, is the World. This has come up for quite a few people. Now, the World is saying that you've kind of got all this experience. You've gone through life. You've gained some knowledge and some wisdom, and you can do the same old thing, and you'll get the same old results. Or you can completely change the way you're doing things, the way you behave, the way you view things. Or actually, this comes up a lot when it's time to start your life purpose. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because you've got the same card in both decks. So not the World, though. So the World is saying that the universe is about to support you in a new way of going forward. Now, clarifying this is the Five of Swords. Oh, it's not the same. Okay, so the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is saying that you've kind of been fighting, if you will. You've been kind of like a dog with a bone. This is, when this card comes up, it's like, it's telling you to be aware of your limitations, and sometimes your strength is in allowing someone else to, or backing down from a fight. Because this fight, if you're staying in it, it's not kind of, you're not winning it in a way that you win a fight. It's really, if you win it, then you're really humiliating the other person. And this is about, you know, look, winning a fight and really kind of humiliating them. So this is saying, don't do that. Sometimes your strength is in saying, you know what, you're right. Now, you know, that people will respect that. Or, you know what, I was wrong. You were right, you know, and let it go. Because this kind of card is when you're rubbing somebody's face in it, you know, sticking their nose in it and saying, you know, I was right and you're you know, it's like not being nice to the other person. It's humiliating them. So when this card comes up, it's asking you to be humble and not humiliate them. So I'm getting that the world is about you changing the way you are, the way you have been conducting yourself, Libra. Now look, you have, the next card up is the Four of Wands, right? So the Four of Wands is indicating that you've kind of, there's an end to a project, or something has come to a culmination. We are coming up to a full moon, so this could be the end. This is, look, this is a foundation, right? There are 4 wands there, and there's beautiful flowers connecting them. So this is a celebratory card. This is really, really celebrating something that you've accomplished. This is definitely something that you have accomplished. And there's a celebration there. And it's also, because it's a 4, it's a wonderful foundation to build upon. Now, clarifying it, you've got the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands, oh, this is interesting, right? So the 7 of Wands, 7 I always think is about introspection, right? The 7 of Wands is, this is about perhaps having a disagreement or a conflict, but this is asking you to come from a higher ground. Now, in conflict or in an argument or a debate or whatever it is, it's okay to compromise somewhat, and it's important that we compromise, right? That we see somebody else's point of view, that we hear their point of view. But it's not okay to compromise our values. When this card comes up, it's saying stand up for your values, stand up, and it could be standing up for somebody else too, but it's not going with your peers. You know, it's so funny because I just got, it's really standing up and saying what you feel, and that's very what's happening with Uranus and Mars in conjunction. This is about saying how you feel because it's the right thing to say. So sometimes people will be quiet and not say things when they know that, say the whole group is going in a direction and they're not saying that it's wrong. They're just as guilty as these people if they're doing something nefarious, right? So it's important to stand up and to say that's not right. You know, do not compromise your values. And now when this card comes up, it is saying it is time to stand up and say what you believe is right in your heart. Do not go with peer. Don't succumb to peer pressure, but also don't go in with guns a-blazing. It's, you know, go in calmly and grounded. And look, this is interesting because you've got the 7 of Swords here, and the 7 of Swords is saying that there's something nefarious going on. Somebody's not being honest, and it could be this situation, right? This is, look, when this card comes up, it's like, you know, somebody's being dishonest. You know, sometimes this is us being in denial. This could be you being in denial, but I'm not getting that. Somebody is nefarious. Somebody's up to no good. This is interesting because this is really coming together now, right? This whole reading. So somebody's up to no good, and you need to kind of stand up and say something, but it's not about humiliating them, right? It's not about standing up in front of other people and humiliating them. It's about saying something because you know it's right. Maybe you're watching someone and they're about to do something, or they're doing something, and it's your responsibility to let them know that it's not okay. This could be a friend that's, you know, doing something that's not honest. It doesn't need to be against you. It could be that you're seeing it being done against somebody else. And this is interesting because you've got, clarifying this card, you've got the 2 of Wands, which indicates You've got the world in the palm of your hand. You have a choice here to make. It's really important for you to take the higher road and to speak up. Speak up, but don't speak out, if you know what I mean. This is definitely not about humiliating this person. This is about saying, you know, tapping them on the shoulder and saying, look, darling, that's not right. Don't do that. It's not going to work out well for you. And I need to let you know I'm not okay with it. And it's kind of that energy. This is definitely, I feel that you will really grow from this situation. That you will really benefit from speaking up, and you're going to feel really wonderful. And remember, do not humiliate this person, and don't kind of talk behind their back, because, you know, the tendency may be that you've had is to like, oh my God, and I saw them stealing and they were doing this and they were doing that, and that's not right to everybody else. That's humiliating them, right? But I feel that you will really be kind of celebrated. This is a wonderful growth for you, and it's also courage, Libra, for you to come up. You are the scales of justice, don't forget, and fairness and balance. So this is about you living true to your nature. It's really important for you to have the courage to stand up and to speak out your values and your truth without humiliating the other person, being kind of kind and compassionate at the same time, you know. Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next week.